Good morning, students. In this video, we will discuss about the two type of economic activities which are the part of the business, that is industry and commerce. So, what is industry? See, industry refers to an economic activity which converts the raw material into useful products. See, we get a lot of products from the nature, and we got a lot of raw materials, and when these raw materials are converted into the final products or the products which we can use, then that activities and that process is called industrial process, and that is a part of industry. Now next is commerce. Now what is commerce we will discuss afterwards, but see, this is the flow chart of industry and commerce. So you can see here that industry has three parts: primary, secondary and tertiary industries. Primary industry again further divided into two parts, that is extractive and genetic industry, and where there are two type of secondary industries, that is manufacturing and construction. Now the manufacturing industry further divided into four subparts, that is analytical, synthetical, processing and assembling industry, and construction industry is a part of secondary. Now next one is tertiary industry. Now tertiary industry is the industry which is name given to the various kind of service which help primary and secondary industry for the smooth functioning. Now next part of this business is commerce. Now what exactly commerce is, we will see is further. So commerce has two parts: trade and auxiliaries to trade. And trade, there are two type of trading activities are there: internal and external. Internal trade further divided into two parts: wholesale and retail, and external trade which includes import, export and export. And next one is auxiliaries to trade. Now what is auxiliaries to trade? Auxiliaries to trade are the services which remove the various kind of problems in the activities of trade and activities of any other business processing. So they are transportation, warehousing, insurance, banking and finance and advertising. So this is the flow chart which is also given in your business studies book, so you can look for it and go it further. Now we will see, now we will learn the classification of primary industry, what exactly primary industries are. So first type of primary industry, so primary industry are the basic industry, okay, जो सबसे पहला raw material निकलता है and what we are getting from the nature, that includes in the primary industry. First of all, it includes the extractive industry. Now what is extractive industry? You can see extractive industry are those industries which involve in the extraction of something from natural resources such as minerals from earth, fish from rivers, okay, and mining. You can see the example over here. This is mining, fishing, agriculture, quarrying, etc. This type of industry is known as primary industry, which means extraction of the natural resources directly from the mother earth or nature. So you can see using materials from earth and sea. Next type of primary industry is genetic industry. Now genetic industry involved in the activities of rearing and breeding of living organisms like birds, plants, animal, etc. You can see the example of that is plant nurseries, poultry farms, cattle breeding farms, etc. So these are two type of primary industry, that is extractive industry and genetic industry. Now we will see secondary industry. What is secondary industry? Now secondary industry makes use of the products which are extracted and processed by the primary industry. See, we get the raw materials from the primary industry and we get something from the primary industry, and then the raw materials, they are further processed in the secondary industry and converted into final products. Okay, so mainly there are two type of secondary industries are there: manufacturing and construction industry. Now manufacturing industry, so by the name you can say that manufacturing industry are the industry which involves the manufacturing of something, whether it's an industrial good or commercial goods. So manufacturing industry which engage in the conversion of raw materials into finished good, that is extractive industry. Now we will see what are various type of manufacturing industries are there. First type of industry, manufacturing industry, is analytical industry. Now what is analytical industry? See, it's quite simple actually. The industry which include in processing of basic raw material which is broken into different parts. Okay, you will get a material, and when you will separate the different elements from the same material, it is known as analytical industry. For example, oil refinery. Now oil refinery, how it can be the analytical industry? See, you will only get the crude oil from the nature, and you will separate petroleum, diesel, kerosene oil, gasoline. These are the separate elements, these are the different elements which you have to separate from the a single product or a single material. So when you separate different kind of elements from the same materials, that type of industry is known as analytical industry. Next type of industry is synthetic industry. Now synthetic industry is just opposite of analytical industry. It combines various ingredients to make a new product. Okay, just combine the various kind of chemicals, various kind of elements to make a single product. For example, cement. You can see here cement is included lime, silica, magnesia. These are the different elements, and when they are combined together, the final product is being in the market. Now, other example of synthetic industry, you can say soap, paints, cosmetics. These are also the example of product from synthetic industry. Next type of manufacturing industry is processing industry. Now, what is processing industry? See, processing industry which include the various stages of production, okay, and then the finished goods are manufactured. So you can see like in sugar or in papers, you can say. So in textile industry also, you can say textile industry, iron and steel industries, sugar industries. So here a product involved in the various kind of process, okay, there are different kind of stages. जैसे मान लो शुगर अगर बनती है तो शुगर में पहले we have to extract the juice from sugar cane, and then we have to boil it, and then we have to add something in it, and afterwards we will get the final product. So processing industry is the industry which involve the various kind of stages for the final product. Now, last but not least type of manufacturing industry is assembling industry. Now, what is assembling industry? You know, assembling industry, it means that various kind of finished products, they are combined to produce a new finished product. Okay, for example, when you are assembling something, the products are already a finished product, and when you assemble them, it gives a birth to a new product. For example, car, your mobile phone, or you can say computers. So the parts of the computers, car and mobile phone and any other electronic product, they are actually a finished product by themselves, and when we combine this finished product together, we will get a final product. So this is assembling industry. So these are the various kind of manufacturing industry which industries which are the part of secondary industry. And the next type of secondary industry is construction industry. So by the name you can say that the industry which engage in the construction of buildings, dams, road, bridges, etc. So these are known as construction industry. And yes, one important point is given here that they use the product of manufacturing industry and extractive industries. So these are secondary industry. Now the next type of industry is tertiary industry. Now tertiary industry is nothing but they are very important part of industries. These are the support service which provided to the primary and secondary industry for the smooth functioning of their activities. For example, transportation, banking, insurance, advertising, all are the part of tertiary industries which give support to the primary and secondary industry. Okay, moving to the next. What is commerce? Now, what exactly commerce is? Now, commerce is the sum total of all those activities which are involved in the removal of hindrances. Okay. Now, see, commerce includes all those activities which remove the various problem in trading procedure, which remove the various problem in business activities. All this activities combines together, and the name given to them is commerce. So, it includes all type of activities which provide the smoothness to the trading process and business activities. So if somebody asks you that what exactly are the functions of commerce, so you can say that they helps to removing the various kind of problems like place, problem of time, problem of money, problem of risk. So that the combination of this kind of service is known as commerce. Now the next part is trade. Trade is one of the important part of commerce. Now what is trade? By simple meaning, when the trade is the exchange of goods and service, or exchange of goods or service, or exchange of goods with something which is valuable for the goods, or which is having some value. So that is trade. Buying and selling of goods which involve the exchange of commodities for money or money's worth. So that is trade. Now there are two type of trade. There are two type of trades: home trade or foreign trade, or you can say internal trade or external trade. Now home trade, domestic trade or internal trade. Now what is internal trade or what is home trade? See, internal trade is the trading activities which take place within the boundaries of the country, or you can say where the buyers and sellers, they belongs from the same nation. That is known as home trade or domestic trade or internal trade. Okay. Again, I'm saying that activities which are taking part within the boundaries of the country, they are known as internal trade. And one more point is there where the buyer and seller, they belongs from the same nation. So there are two type of internal trade. There are two parts of internal trade. One is wholesale trade, which means buying and selling is large quantities. Okay, wholesaler buys directly from the producer and then it sells to the retailer. So that is wholesale trade, buying in the large quantity, buying and selling in large quantities. And retail trade is just vice versa of that, buying and selling goods in small quantities. You can see the example, a shop nearby you or shop nearby your home. So that is the example of retail trade. Now next type of trade is foreign trade or external trade, which include export, import and entreport. Now what is foreign trade or what is external trade? Now external trade is a trade where the buyer and seller belongs from the different nation, or you can say the trading process or trading activities which take place outside the boundaries of the country. It is known as foreign trade or external trade. So mainly there are three parts of external trade. One is export. Export means sale of goods to the foreign countries. Okay, when you are exporting something, when you are selling something to other countries, it is known as export. And import, when you are purchasing something from other country, it is known as import. So that is export and import. Now next our trade is entreport. Now entreport is it is a combination of export and import. Why? You will import something from other country and then you will export to the some other country. Now the question will arise, why entreport is so important, or why entreport is a part of foreign trade? See, it is possible that the business relation of any two countries are not good, or the business policies are not allowing any country to import something from a particular country. So a country becomes a mediator and it charge some fees or charge some commission, and then it import from some other country and it export to some other country. So that is known as entreport. So these are the part of foreign trade. You can see a flow chart of that type of trades: home trade, foreign trade, or internal trade or external trade. Internal trade has two parts: wholesale trade and retail trade, and foreign trade has three parts: export, import and entreport. Now next we will see the topic, one of the very important one, that is auxiliaries to trade. Aids to trade or auxiliaries to trade. Now what is auxiliaries to trade? See, any kind of service or any kind of activities which provide help or which remove the various problem in the trading procedure or the trading activities, that kind of service or that kind of activities are known as auxiliaries to trade. Now we'll see the first kind of auxiliary is transport and communication. I think all of you know what is exactly transport and communication. Now you cannot even imagine. See, I'll give you one simple example. See, before some 1,000 years, if trading and business is quite old, you can say it quite from ages. Now see, can you imagine the communication or transport from like last 500 years and now? Okay, so now you can say that transport and communication is one of the major part of the business, because production take place in various location, in certain location, and the consumption is all over the country. For example, Assam is the largest producer of tea, but the consumption of tea is taking place in whole country. So to making the product available to all the consumers, transportation is very much needed. And communication, I think all of you know what exactly communication is. Without communication, business activities will become so difficult. So transport and communication is the first kind of service which provide the smoothness to the activities. Next one is banking and finance. Now what is banking and finance? Why banks are so much important? See, business need the fund for every activity. So they need fund for the raw materials, they need fund for acquiring assets, they need fund for the meeting day-to-day expenses. So to provide this kind of expenses, to provide this kind of funds, banks are very much helpful. Okay, banks and financial institution, they provide the finance and funds to the business so they can run very smoothly. And other activities are, they also accept the funds from the business, and so many other kind of activities, clarification of checks and overdrafting of bills, everything. Okay, so every business, every financial activity which are helpful to the business, they are performed by the bank. So banking and finance is one of the important auxiliary and one of the important aid to the trade. Next one is insurance. Now why? I think all of you know what exactly insurance is. Now insurance is so much important because the business risk is an essential part of any kind of business. Without risk there is no profit. See, there are a lot of risks. There is natural risk, human risk, loss due to accidents, fire, earthquake, theft, so many are there. So to protect from that, or to give the protection cover against them, insurance is there. So insurance provides the protection against the risk of various kind of uncertainties and accidents, fire, earthquake and so many other things. So that is insurance, one of the important aid. Next one is warehousing. Now why warehousing is so much important? See, the production is done only for a certain time and the demand is for the whole year. For example, जो wheat का production होता है, it is only for some months, but the demand for the wheat or the wheat flour is for 365 days. Okay, so to meet this demand, we need the storage. Okay, and the storage are known as warehousing. Okay, the products are to be kept in good condition until they are sold. This is one of the function of warehousing, and it is one of the important aid to trade, important service which provides smoothness to the business and protection to the products. Next one is advertising. Now I think all of you know what is advertising. Advertising, okay, why advertising is so much helpful? Because it provides the information about the various new products and it also help in the marketing of the product. So you can see here that advertising makes possible marketing of goods and service on the large scale. So advertising is also one of the important part of business and important aid to the trade. So this is about industry and commerce. In next video we will discuss about the various objectives of business, and that will be in the next video. Thank you so much.